Hello, Rezan. How are you? You have your Galatasaray shirt today? Yes, yes. Okay. So now let me see. The other day I was talking to one of my Turkish students, and he was telling me about a game between Galatasaray and Liverpool, right?
Yeah,
So tell me about the game. Did you watch it on TV?
I don't watch it, but if I'm not false, the Galatasaray have beat the Liverpool.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said that in the end, the score was only 1-0. So it was a
Oh,
long game with only one goal in the whole game.
yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
And you know, when you see a game like that where the final score is 1-0, it actually means that both teams are just about the same excellence,
Yeah,
but they're both really good. So, well, today here in Georgia, it is a rainy day. It rained yesterday and it's still raining today. So,
oh,
how was your day?
yesterday is cold a little bit, and today is hot toward afternoon, and it's a little bit cold now as well.
Okay. And how was school today?
My school is fine actually. We have PE. It's a tired and unenjoyable PE again.
You said that
And
last week.
on the other hand, we have Turkish.
Uh,
First class have gone for
mhm,
reading, and we are reading books in each day.
mhm.
And the we have um which class is it? History.
Mhm.
The teacher isn't at school, so uh, these are empty classes. And
Mhm.
one of my friend's father came and say us a little bit about history.
Okay.
And in the second class, we don't do anything. We only watch a film. And on the other side, we don't do more things actually.
Mhm.
It's a
It
normal
doesn't sound
day.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about that. Okay. My friend, I'd like to go ahead and remember what we talked about last week. Last week, we talked about the word nemesis. And can you remind me, what do you remember about nemesis?
Nemesis. Let me think about it. It's something like enemy sometimes,
Right.
and have another meaning as well.
Like an opponent or a rival, like
Yeah,
the other team, like Liverpool is
yeah,
the nemesis. Okay. All right. Now, today I want to look at a word that, again, comes from Latin. And we talked about that before. But one
yeah.
thing I want you to know, some prefixes also come from Latin. Now, Rezan, do you remember what a prefix is?
No.
Okay. A prefix is like this. When you go to school, you tie your shoes. When you get home, you untie them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you can see something, if you can't see something.
Okay.
Okay. So you remember a prefix is like it's not a word, it's a part of a word, a piece of a word that you put at the beginning of a word. And it
Okay.
changes the meaning. Sometimes it makes it just the opposite, like visible and invisible are opposite things. They're not the same. Or here's another one. You do something and then you might have to redo it.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So here's this Latin prefix, co. And in English, it means together or with.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So for example, someone who works with me is a coworker because we work together. I work with that person. Okay.
I understand.
So that would be co. Now, here's the word we have today. Okay. So, Rezan, how do you think you would pronounce this word?
Cohesive.
Okay, that's a good try. But the E is a long E, so it's cohesive. Cohesive.
Oh, cohesive.
Cohesive.
Okay.
And cohesive is an adjective. It's a describing word. Okay. And it means sticks together. So
Okay.
I brought some tape today. Okay. Now, if I take this tape and I pull some out, oh, look at that. It's cohesive.
Okay.
Okay. So the tape is cohesive. It sticks to my finger. Okay. So that would be cohesive. Now, take a look at how that word is spelled. And Rezan, if you were to change this word into a noun, what do you think it would be?
Let me think about it a little bit.
Now, let me tell you, this, whoops, IVE, that means it's an adjective. What would
Yes.
if it were a noun? Try it. Make a guess.
E to normal. Actually, I to E. Sorry.
That's okay. It would be cohesion. Cohesion.
Oh,
Cohesion is a noun. And remember, Rezan, many English words that end I-O-N or S-I-O-N or T-I-O-N are nouns.
Okay.
Usually those are nouns. So suppose this tape was here for years and years and it got all dry and it wasn't sticky anymore. I would say, well, it was cohesive, but it lost its cohesion.
Okay.
It's not cohesive anymore. It has lost its cohesion. All right, now, two other things about cohesion. Let's suppose in class that you have two friends, and you and two friends, the three of you, are really good friends. And sometimes you do serious things together, like you study together, but sometimes you go out and you kick around the soccer ball, and sometimes you might go to a movie or something like that, and you have fun together. But the three of you are really, really good friends. You're never fighting. You're never arguing. You're really good friends. You have a cohesive group of friends.
Oh, okay.
Now, you don't literally stick to each other, but it means you stick together, that you're good friends. Okay? Now,
I understand.
one last thing. Sometimes cohesive and cohesion are science words. So I'm going to show you a science experiment. Do you remember doing this experiment in school?
Yes.
Okay. That you can add water and the cup is overflowing, but it doesn't spill.
Yeah, it's cohesion.
Right, because water molecules have cohesion. Okay. Now, in science, you can call it cohesion. And I'm going to write another term just so you know. Like this is the cohesion of water. It's also called that. Can you say that?
Water tension.
Tension, right.
Okay.
Now, Rizgar, Rezan, you and I are always so interested in space. Have you ever seen this kind of picture before?
I've seen it. I've seen it on a program that's if I'm not wrong, it's from NASA, and when the astronauts try to drink water, they are drinking from these bubbles.
Yes. Now, this astronaut, his name is Clayton Anderson, and he took one of those water bottles and just squeezed a little bit out, and the water came out, and then while it floated in the space station, it made a sphere.
Yeah.
Now, why does it make a sphere?
Because the water have an water tension.
Right. Or cohesion. Right.
Cohesion.
And so it forms that kind of sphere. And I saw a video of this and it was kind of funny because he takes his finger and he just goes like this, a little touch. And for a second, it comes out of shape, but then it goes back into the sphere. It was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our word of the day. The word cohesive, which is the adjective form, and then it becomes cohesion, which is the noun form. Okay?
I understand it.
All right.
Okay.
Are you sleepy, my friend?
And no,
A little bit?
I'm a little bit sick, so my
Oh,
voice
no.
changed because of it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, thank you for coming to class, even though you feel sick. I appreciate that.
I'm better now.
All right. Rizan, today with teacher Rachel, she's going to give us an idea about English conversation, and you are in a meeting at work. Okay. Now,
Okay.
again, if you ever can't hear it, please tell me.
This English conversation. Hey, did you finish that deck for the meeting? In this case, a deck means a collection of slides for a presentation. Almost. I'm just waiting for Jason to circle back with his numbers. To circle back means to come back to a topic again. Got it. Do you want me to nudge him? To nudge means to gently remind. That would be great. I'm really trying to stay on track with the timing. To stay on track means to stay on schedule. No problem. I'll ping him now. To ping means to be in touch, usually through something like text or Slack. Let's practice English conversation. Hey, did you finish that deck for the meeting? In this case, a deck means a collection of slides for a presentation. Almost. I'm just waiting for Jason to circle back with his numbers. To circle back means to come back to a topic again. Got it. Do you want me to nudge him? To nudge means to gently remind. That would be great. I'm really trying to stay on track with the timing.
Okay. Now, I played that more than once because I want to make sure. I'm going to tell you the truth. Some of those really don't. Okay. Some of those don't really matter, but I wanted to remind this. Okay. Do you know the word nudge?
Nudge. No.
Nudge means two things. Sometimes it means to push just a little bit. Like, look at this. Suppose this door came open and I just push it like this. That was a nudge. You probably couldn't even hear that because it was just a little tiny push is a nudge. But the way she used it, she was going to nudge Jason. Now, that doesn't mean she's going to push him. A nudge is a gentle, friendly reminder. Okay. So this did not happen, but let's pretend. Pretend that Rezan was 5 minutes late for class. Okay. If I nudge you, I would say something like this. Rezan, try to be on time next week, okay? And you see, it's a very gentle, it's not like saying, what's wrong with you? Why are you late? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's a very gentle reminder. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, are you familiar with that term, stay on track?
Stand on track. Kind of. I've heard sometimes.
Okay. If you're studying for a test and you have a week to study for it, to stay on track, maybe you study a little bit every night.
Okay.
Okay, so you plan it. And it also means to keep paying attention. So if I saw you during class and you're looking like this and you're looking like that, I might say, Rezan, come on, stay on track. Pay attention.
Okay.
All right, buddy?
All right.
All right. And now the interesting stuff. Okay. Now I want to show you a close-up of this picture. Have you ever seen this kind of thing before?
Is it a photograph from space?
It is. So here's the robotic arm of the space station.
There is a light right there.
There's a what?
Lightning.
Did you ever hear of lightning going up into space instead of down to the ground?
I've seen it on Instagram. and if I'm not false, it's because of the sun's what's the name of it? A second, please.
Go ahead.
Sounds pull strange, if I'm not false.
Okay. You read things like this on Instagram?
Actually, I don't think something like for space that much for before. I'm still watching something like rocket launchings, or I've watched the James Webb's telescope
Yes.
on space, but like I don't watch these kind of things like before.
I just think that's amazing that you do that, because I don't think there are a lot of teenage boys in the United States who pay any attention to this.
If I see in and if I'm interested in, I'm getting Google and I'm asking some things about it. After a while, I will find an answer on my own, and I've closed it.
Good for you, Rezan. Good for
Thanks.
you. I think that's really cool. Okay. Now, it's actually, it shows you that's the real view, but they turn it around the other way because that's the way we like to look at things.
Yeah.
Okay? So let's read a little bit about this picture. I'll make it bigger. And Rezan, I'm going to go ahead and I'll start the reading. And when I stop, you continue the reading. Okay.
Okay.
So up from Earth, gigantic jet lightning. What's that rising up from the Earth? When circling the Earth on the International Space Station early in July, astronaut Nicole Ayers saw an unusual type of lightning rising up from the Earth, a gigantic jet. The powerful jet appears near the center of the featured image in red, white, and blue. Giant jet lightning has only been known about for the past 25 years. The atmospheric jets are associated with thunderstorms and extend upwards towards Earth's ionosphere. Go ahead.
The lower part of the frame shows the Earth at night. Is it T?
Do you need it bigger, buddy?
Actually, it's looking like I as well. Yeah, it's that. Thanks, Mr. Bernie. The lower part of the frame shows the Earth at night, with Earth's thin atmosphere
Tinted.
tinted green from air glow. City lights are visible, sometimes results, but unusually creating diffuse white glows and intervening intervene interven how can
Intervening.
thanks intervening clouds. The top of the frame recalls distant stars in the dark night sky. The nature of gigantic jets and their possible as
Association.
association with other types of uh, transient
Transient. Luminous event.
events, TLES, such as blue jets and red scripts, remain active topics on research.
So I can honestly tell you that when I was in high school, they never talked about anything like this because they didn't know it happened. They assumed that lightning either came down from the cloud or up from the earth, but the fact that lightning would extend up into space was never heard of until people were in space for long amounts of time, like on a space station. So this is not something that I ever heard of. So see, it's kind of neat when you zoom in on this.
Yeah.
So let's see where it is here. There's the arm. You can tell that's a city down there. Okay. And now where did it go? Well, I'm having a hard time focusing in on that. And by the way, when it said about intervening clouds, it means that the clouds get in the way. And that's why, well, sorry, I can't focus in on that, but there we go. The clouds get in the way, and they make the cities look kind of fuzzy because there's clouds over them. Okay?
Okay.
All right, my friend. Now, I'm reading a book about the astronauts in the early space program. And when they first went into space and they were there for more than a day, the food that they ate was freeze dried. Do you know what that means?
It's why it's freeze and dry.
Well, freeze dry means they take all the water out. And when you're in space, you spray water into it. And they say it tastes terrible. It tasted terrible.
Yeah.
But if the astronauts are only in space for 2, 3, 4 days, so what? You can eat that for 2, 3, 4 days.
Yeah.
What about when you're there for months?
Actually, after a while, your brain have understand the taste, and after a while, it's not looking like so that's much bad for you.
Okay. Okay.
Until you come to Earth.
And I hear that sometimes when you're in space for a while, your sense of taste is not as strong anymore.
It can be because if it's as it says, and if tastes are so bad, it means that the particles that the other microbacteria that we can taste with not working that much. So if it's not working that much, it means after a while they're starting to that, and because of they aren't using that much, they are closing themselves, and that's why maybe.
Okay. Now, before we read this, can we grow safe and nutritious food in space? I know you already understand the word nutritious.
Yeah.
I know you know what that is. Do you know what this means right there?
IOUS. I've learned it, but I don't remember right now.
It means it's an adjective.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a describing word. And you can see, look, nutritious food. What is nutritious describing? The food.
Yeah.
Now, try something else. Nutritious is an adjective. What if it were a noun?
Nutrition.
Right, very good. We talked about that earlier and you remembered. Very good, very good. Okay, so can we grow nutritious food in space? All right, Rezan, let's do this the opposite. This time you start reading, and when you want me to read, you just stop and I'll take over, okay?
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Have your parents even told you to eat your vegetables because they are good for you? Well, vegetables have a lot of nutrients in them that are essential to a balanced diet. While you might get these foods at the store, astronauts really
rely
on processed meals. We want to find out in there was a way to grow safe and nutritious salads, crops, and International Space Station ISS to help supplement their diets. We used a growth chamber called veggie to grow crops of the red
Romaine.
lecture over 3 different years. We found that our lettuce was, did I read correctly?
We found that our lettuce,
Thanks. Lettuce was safe to eat, although the nutrients content of our lettuce varied slightly each year. For fruit long duration space missions, it will be important to make sure that astronauts can create the same growing conditions for even every crop of salad.
Okay, Rezan, good reading. Are you familiar with red romaine lettuce?
No.
Okay, let me show you a picture of what it looks like. To tell you the truth, I don't have it very much. This is what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
And usually when I get lettuce, I get the green romaine lettuce, which looks like this.
Yeah, I have not.
Yeah, that's what I'm much more familiar with. So I'm not real familiar with this one. Now, I want to tell you one other thing. Look at the first sentence, and I'm going to read what you said, okay?
Okay.
Have your parents even told you to eat your vegetables because they're good for you? Now, do you notice something?
Yeah.
What did you notice?
Yeah, I read fast.
Well, look, be careful of that word. That word is ever, not even.
Oh.
Okay? So have your parents ever told you? Okay? And so be careful of it. And then you started to say even again down there, but then you corrected yourself and you said every.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
Sometimes I can do that much false.
I think sometimes, and I'm not saying this to criticize you, but you like to read fast because it sounds like you're a mature and a good reader. But the problem with reading fast is sometimes you make mistakes.
Yeah.
So you have to have a balance. Okay. And do you understand what they mean by this?
No. Actually, if it's something like controlling the diet.
It is something like controlling your diet. But what it means if a balanced diet is that you have some meat and some breads and some vegetables and you balance it. Okay. And so every now and then when Rezan has some candy, which is delicious and wonderful, you don't go crazy with it. You just have one piece of, I had a piece of candy after lunch today and it was very nice, but I'm not eating any more candy today, just one. Okay. So that's a balanced diet. So it looks like they were successful in growing red romaine lettuce on the space station. Their only concern was that sometimes it had more nutrition and sometimes it had less. We have to figure out why sometimes did it have more nutrients in it and why other times did it have less nutrients. We'll see next week. All right, Rezan, I hope next week you are feeling 100%, okay?
Hey, Mr. Bernie.
All right. Get a good night's sleep, my friend. Good night. Bye-bye.
You.
Good night.
Bye.